Well, hello there, chums. It is I, Captain Stephen Exo, and today, chums, it's nearing the end of the year. We're almost past 2020, and I thought I'd give you a top five things that I would like to see appear in No Man's Sky in 2021. So yeah, don't you go away. Come here. Yeah, come here. Right, so here we go. I'm going to list out my top 5 things. So here we go. Here's number 1. Heck yes. So number 1, I would like to see Sentinels appearing in the Outer Rim. I mean, the lore all suggests that the Vy'keen have pushed the Sentinels back. So I would like to see some new Sentinel kind appearing. Mr. XO, can you put them on screen, the little doohickeys and doodles and things I found? Heck yes. So yeah, with the Sentinels appearing in the outer rim of the universe, rather than heading towards the centre during the Atlas path, you could choose to go the opposite direction and join a defence force to keep back the Sentinel Scourge. And perhaps we need to add some defence turrets to our bases and things, and deck out our freighters for combat, more so than having a mobile base. It could be pretty darn sweet. And there could be Sentinel structures and planets and stations and Sentinel bosses, giant spidery creatures, NPC type ones that you can do combat with, so a whole combat element, but you have to go seek it out, you have to go sort after it if that's what you're after. So it shouldn't actually interfere with anyone's play, it's just an extended element of play should you wish to play that way. So yeah, that's all of idea 1. Okay, well, number 2 on my list, chums, is to be able to customize the multi-tool. Now, I would like to just be able to change the colors of the multi-tool, just like we can with our freighter at the moment, and also our exocraft. So changing the color, I mean, at the moment, this one you can see here, it's like a lettuce green and a pink, where I'm in yellow and blue. I'd just like to be able to change the color of the multi-tool. However, I'd also like it where if I say I put in a geology cannon, whether it came up with an option, would you like to add a cosmetic element to make it look like it's got a geology cannon, yes or no? So you can change it up a bit further. It's like if you add a scope to it, it'd be nice to see a scope appear along the top hilt of the actual cannon. You know, that'd be pretty darn freaking sweet. But it gives you the options, yes or no. Do you want to apply this cosmetic change? It doesn't do anything. It just makes it so people can look at your multi-tool and say, oh, he's got a scope, he's got a personal force field, oh, he's got a geology cannon, frickin' run. You know, that sort of thing. I'd just like to see parts change out. But you get the chance to say yes or no, yes or no. But the simple colour changing stuff would be the thing that I'd really like to see. And you see these sort of appendages that you get on here, maybe applying the X-class modules will give you some sort of random alien attachment. I think that could really work well. But there we go. And I'd like to see... So yes, I would also like to see customization with ships. This is still part of the same idea. I mean, we've got it for exocrafts, we've got it for freighters. I would like customization for ships, and I'd like customization for multi-tools. Now, for ship customization, yes, I would like to change the basic coloration and have like the accents and things like that changing out. But I have made a whole video dedicated to ship customization, chums. I'm going to put a link up there. Be sure to go hit that because I go into detail how it could work and it doesn't destroy the whole ship hunting aspect that people love. And also, you know, the whole coordinate exchange. I've come up with an idea that I think will please the vast majority of people out there. So yeah, please go check out that video. You'll be glad you did. Heck yes. Number 3 on my list, chums, is cave and underwater areas at the moment are pretty much the same as they've been since Visions. They haven't really been touched from Visions and the Abyss update, and I would like to see them updated in the same sort of style as Origins. In fact, I did a video on this. I put a card up there. Again, it's in more detail than what I can really express in this short video of my top 5s. But yes, I'd like to see a massive, great big cave and underwater and overhaul like they did for Origins. Heck yes. Okay, and bundled in with number 3, actually, since we're talking about fauna, I would like to see megafauna appearing on the surface, inside of caves, and underwater. It's like in deeper oceans, I'd love to see giant krakens or giant octopi type creatures, sort of giant leviathans even, just, you know, giant megafauna. We used to have megafauna in the past. They were giant T-Rex type creatures and all sorts of stuff. pre sort of next, and they've all vanished. I'd like to see them return. They don't have to even be predatory. I'd just like to see super mega versions of species. It's like even in the E3 trailer, the Diplos that we saw there were freaking awesome, whereas the Diplos that we have now are relatively small in comparison. Okay, chums, well, number 4 on my list. Number 4 is a gameplay loop. So at the moment, you play through the Atlas storyline. You get to choose whether you want to reset the Atlas or birth a new star and move on to another galaxy. And there's 256 of these galaxies or something crazy like that. It's a freaking mind-blowing amount of galaxies. And I'm thinking to myself, well, each of these galaxies are only slightly different in variance to what we currently have now. I would like to see that mixed up a little bit. I'd also like to see the end game mixed up a little bit. It's like at the moment we get the Nexus quite early on. And early on, you can use it to sort of jump to other players' bases, other systems. You don't have to use any warp fuel. You can grab all of the actual glyphs early. In fact, there's a video up there of me doing exactly that, of getting all the glyphs within the first like 5 hours of playtime. And yeah, from there I can go and do pretty much anything I want, especially now there's no portal interference. I would like to see maybe the Nexus appear as end game after you finish the Atlas path. I know that means that multiplayer isn't really accessible until then, but you know, maybe that would be a good perk. That would be a driver for everybody to do the Atlas path. I mean, right now, I'm halfway through the Atlas path on my new playthrough, and I'm thinking, well, not even halfway, I'm about a fifth of the way in. And I'm like, do I bother? I don't really have to. No, don't really have to do it. So yeah, I could just be a space explorer at this stage. Now I've got the Nexus unlocked. So yeah, I would like to see the gameplay loop changed up. I'm thinking maybe reduce the actual galaxy count down to 16, but make each of the galaxies far more varied. In fact, I covered off this idea a little while ago. I'll put a card up there. Okay, I think I'm running out of cards now. I don't think I can do any more of those. But there we go. Okay, and the final idea number 5 on my top 5 list of what I want to see in 2021 is more to do with the living ship. I want to be able to traverse into the void and maybe have a void planet based on fractals. That'll be frickin' ace. So I've made a little mock-up image which I put on the screen now, and you can see there's a big fractal planet in the background. I tried to make the foreground image look a little bit different to what we've got now. Yeah, it's a bit crazy pink. It looks like it's been dipped in Angel Delight, but there we go. I would like to be able to traverse into the void, and it gives you sort of like a sub-universe. So if you say jumped into the void in this system right now, so if I jump into my Discoveries page, it would still have the same planets in name, however they would all be fractalized, so they'd all be fractal type planets. It would be like a mirror universe of the void. That's what I'm thinking, chums. So yeah, it could be quite interesting, couldn't it, to see some of your favorite planets become fractalized. So yeah, that's pretty much all of my ideas, chums. And yet, imagine if you've got a base on one of those planets. Perhaps it could add a load of the void-type elements and add creepy-like creatures that we get on the derelict freighters inside the bases and things. That'd be freaking mind-blowing. I think that could be a little bit too far-fetched. But who knows? Right, okay, chums. Well, that draws us to a close. That's all 5 of my top 5. Heck yes! But Jason Plays is also doing his top 5. Heck yes, and I'll be adding a video card at the end of my video to Jason Plays' video, so be sure to stay to the end and click that link and we can go and see Jason Plays top 5. Heck yes. And yep, in between then and now, or maybe just add in the comments your top 5 favourite things that you want to see. That'd be freaking sweet. I am going to send this over to the Zendesk, over to Hello Game, so hopefully they'll see my ideas, your ideas, and Jason Plays ideas, and hopefully they might make it into 2021? Jesus. Yeah, time flies. Time really does fly. There we go. Not in any order at all. Anyway, you guys have been absolutely awesome for listening through to this, and I'll see you again soon. Take care for now. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. I want to say a massive, great big thank you to every single one of you watching right now. Thanking you. And I want to say a massive thank you to all of my Patreons that you can see on the screen here. Thank you, Patreons. And a massive, great big shout out and thank you to all of my YouTube memberships. Thanking you, people. And yeah, if you want to join any of those, check out the video description. I also have merch on my channel page. Be sure to check that out. There's something there for everyone. And I also have an eBay store where I sell 3D printed items. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Yeah, if I can make you guys smile, then yeah, that makes me smile. So thank you very much for watching, people. And yeah, if you haven't already, please hit a like. That'd be fantabba-dozy. Heck yes. Or you could hit a subscribe. Chicka-pum-pum, chicka-pow-pow. Yep, and if you've done both of those, there's always the notification bell, and then you won't miss the next episode. Heck yes. And on this screen here, YouTube or Google, the algorithm will try to predict what you might want to see on my channel. Hit one of those tiles, that'll be ace, or hit the join or subscribe. And until next time, people, goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again. Goodbye.